Welcome back to Shib everyone. The next bull run for Shiba Inu will begin on this date. Today's Shiba Inu news. This week, Shiba Inu, a cryptocurrency based on Ethereum, suffered despite the ETH blockchain's flawless upgrade. As a result, market players search for indicators on the rate of interest rate increases that can indicate a decline in the value of cryptocurrencies. We will discuss the date of the upcoming Shiba Inu bull run in this video. Today's Shiba Inu news. To view our most recent content on Shiba Inu price forecasts and expert analysis, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get the video started right now. SHIB fell to 0.174 in the most recent 24-hour trading session, down 10.52% from the previous week and 2.51% from the previous month. Furthermore, the recent price drop was also caused by other metrics. For example, the daily active addresses and the market value to realized value ratio skidded. These warning signs pointed to a potential downturn in the days ahead. Accordingly, analysts predict that Shiba will drop 25% this month, rising from 0.83 to 0.93. A similar picture was also presented by SHIB's moving average convergence divergence, which indicated a market edge that was negative. Given this pessimistic outlook, it is understandable why investors are left looking for any indications of hope in the market. This is exactly what our top 2022 investment has given its early backers. A great reason to be hopeful for 2022 and 2023, sitting on 100% gains and anticipating more. When bulls dropped the ball because of the strength of the dollar in September, Shiba Inu's price endured a back-to-school moment instead of momentarily flirting with the potential beginning of a bull run. Key levels have been abandoned since the start of the month, with 0.129 being the largest. The Swedish Riksbank sets the tone for the market with a massive 100 BP hike, suggesting that another run lower is likely. On the back of even greater dollar strength, a huge sell-off in cryptocurrencies would ensue if the Fed followed suit on Wednesday. Central banks now control the price of Shiba Inu after markets were rocked by the Swedish Riksbank's unexpected 100 bps jump today. Despite having little to do with cryptocurrencies, Sweden and the SEK have caused market anxiety ahead of Wednesday's Fed policy meeting. The markets would be drastically altered if the Fed were to surprise them with a 100 bps raise. An avalanche sell-off in stocks and cryptocurrency would be triggered by a massive surge in dollar strength. As markets get increasingly concerned that 100 bps may be imminent, SHIB's price might potentially fall by 10% in the lead-up to the Fed meeting. Anticipate further dollar strength, which would send the euro-dollar back below parity and cause another sell-off in stocks and cryptocurrencies, depending on Powell's delivery of this message. This is sufficient to force a break below 0.965. Another sector that might see a decrease down around 0.655 then opens up, adding another 40% to the losses recorded for 2022. The other possibility is that a turnaround takes place if the Fed simply issues a dovish statement and a smaller than expected rate hike. That would indicate an 11% positive return and a slight increase approaching 0.1209. The 55-day simple moving average, the historic key level at 0.000000112009, and the red declining trend line all sit around that level as caps, so that would be the extent of the short-term gain. Details on XF Fund and a shibaswap bonus are among the significant developments on the upcoming Shiba Inu Layer 2 protocol that have been disclosed by Sharium Developer Unification. The Unification Foundation said in an official statement that preparations are still in full swing for the next protocol's fourth alpha and public testnets. Plans for these testnets, which are scheduled for the end of September or soon thereafter, are also reaffirmed in the announcement. The community is reminded by Unification that the final XF Fund claim deadline is approaching. The last XF Fund was successfully coined by the Unification Foundation on August 22nd. With a maximum claim duration of 1 month, expiring on September 22, 2022. Any XF fund tokens that remain unclaimed after this date will be burned by the smart contract. Additionally, according to Unification, the final supply might be less than the 10,000 that were originally anticipated. 9,888 was the current supply. Some XF funds on the shibaswap bonus will be available for claim till the next year. According to the release, unclaimed tokens from the shibaswap and XF fund yield portals will be accessible for withdrawals until early 2023, even though the smart contract will burn any remaining XF funds. A plan to ensure that the network is prepared for all users upon official launch. The initial public beta testnet will largely target developers and delegators. According to the announcement, the next public beta will improve issue fixes and open testing procedures to guarantee a safe mainnet launch. Additionally, the beta will be open to all interested validators in advance of the mainnet launch. Additionally, support for the Ethereum merge is promised in the statement. Unification thinks that supporting ETH2 and the old fork is the best course of action for the industry as a whole. We'll work to keep supporting both the new ETH2 network and the old fork. We think that offering the greatest capabilities for every channel benefits the larger blockchain community, especially as Unification seeks to facilitate all decentralization growth. In accordance with a previously reached community vote, the network has formally halted minting BONE. The highest limit set for BONE farming, 230 million, has now been reached by BONE, the official gas for the Sharium protocol. In order to give Sharium validators access to the final 20 million of BONE's maximum supply, the community agreed in June to cease minting BONE at 230 million. Normal protocol operations require a minimum of 20 million BONE. Additionally, Shiba Inu has alluded to the introduction of several tokens, such as SHEI and TREAT. TREAT will only be used as a reward token. SHEI will serve as the ecosystem's official stablecoin. According to Satoshi Kusama, Australia will probably be the final test site for Shiba Eternity, the SHIB CCG game. In response to a query posed by well-known SHIB community member at SHIB Alexander, Kusama disclosed this. After launching in Australia on September 17, 2022, the Shiba Eternity game went live on the Apple App Store. Australian users were given the same opportunity as Vietnamese users to be among the first people to test and report bugs in the Shiba Eternity game. The SHIB CCG game was a great success in Vietnam, according to test reports. According to some sources, the Shiba team had to increase the capacity of the game server by 50 times in order to meet the demand, which was larger than anticipated. In response to users' requests for a national debut test of the SHIB CCG, Kusama stated that download day will probably be the next event. The Turkish community is anticipating the Shiba Eternity, wrote a Turkish user who made one of the requests. When will we be able to download the game from the App Store? Soon, Kusama said, adding that the game would be accessible for download from all countries, not just a few. The Shiba team aims to demonstrate to the Shadowcats that Shiba is a powerful force, he said. He also stated that on download day, he expects the game's downloads to dominate the App Store. The lead Shiba Inu developer also made a suggestion that it would be able to carry out SHIB burns through the game, but he would elaborate in a subsequent update prior to the download. Kusama added that Shiba Eternity is more than just a game and that there will be a lot of conversations prior to download day. The goal of the SHIB team is to increase the game's uptake. William Volk, a consultant with Shiba Eternity, demonstrated the game at Gamescom, the largest international video game trade exhibition, when it launched last month. Businesses can now accept LEAS payments from their clients, according to Novo Payments, a cryptocurrency payment gateway company. More significantly, they may always exchange their LEAS for fiat using the platform. The second native token in the Shiba Inu ecosystem is called LEAS. That concludes today. To view our most recent content, remember to give it a huge thumbs up, share it, and subscribe to the channel. All grammatical errors have been corrected in this version. which maintains the structure and meaning precisely as directed.